Let's turn this lamb shoulder into this perfectly pulled lamb. I grabbed this lamb shoulder weighing in at 2 kilograms from Mick out at Gippsland Premium Meats. And the only prep needed is to trim off some of this hard fat and any silver skin. And for those of you who do not like the super gamey taste you get from lamb when we export it out of Australia, that generally comes from the fat. And that's it. That is all I'm taking off that. Now once all trimmed up, you can place it in a tray. This just makes it easier to move around. Lamb is one of the proteins I like to use a binder on. And today we're going all out and using a very iconic brand that everyone associates with Australia. You guessed it, Vegemite. Now relax, before people start saying, yuck, I can't stand the flavour of it, you don't actually taste it when you cook with it. All it does is adds a super umami boost to whatever you're cooking. I'd glove up at this point. And then we're just going to smear the Vegemite all over the lamb. Now it just needs a thin layer, all right? I see so many videos of people overseas trying Vegemite on toast and putting, you know, half an inch of Vegemite on it. Of course that's going to taste disgusting. Just a thin coating is all we need on toast and on our lamb. And you want to fully cover it and you want to get it into every nook and cranny. Don't forget the backside. And this is what you end up with, a Vegemite covered lamb shoulder. Now, if you don't use Vegemite for this recipe, that should be illegal. Did you know us Aussies love our beer so much that we use the leftover yeast to make beer to make our Vegemite? Yes, that's true. Vegemite is a great addition to any meat, especially lamb, delivering a rich umami flavour or salty explosion that you want on your lamb. So let's complement this with some coarsely ground black pepper. And we want to fully cover the entire lamb, flipping it over, getting it everywhere. Now we're going to back this up with some garlic granules to elevate this lamb from great to damn, this is awesome. And trust me, once you serve this up, no one is going to guess that the binder was Vegemite. Now lift it up and place a rack underneath just to keep it off the bottom of the tray. Today I'm going to use the ADBO World Aspire Range Outdoor Kitchen Barbecue to cook this lamb shoulder. Featuring a double-walled hood that helps retain heat and reduces the chances of burning if touched. 6 burners that have independent rotary ignition to help achieve precise temperature control. Plus it has flame tamers covering the gas burners. These stop fat from clogging up the burners, and they also burn the oils like charcoal barbecues, and this helps flavour your food. Add to this, it has 304 stainless steel cooking grills throughout and a cast iron hot plate. Today we'll just be using the 2 outer gas burners to get us to our desired cooking temp of 150 degrees Celsius. I'll carefully place the grill back in. If you want a smoky flavour when using a gas barbecue or your oven, you can use liquid smoke. Or there are plenty of spice blends out there that have been smoked. Cooking time for this recipe will be around 5 hours. Or those of you using my beer timer, you're looking at a 10 beer cook. A 10 better beer cook. Cheers! We can place the lamb shoulder right in the middle of the cooking grate, leaving it in the tray. Then adding an internal meat probe. Then close the lid and we're just going to monitor the temp until it reaches 75 degrees Celsius internally. The process is so simple, yet the outcome is exceptional. When cooking low and slow, we use temp just as a guide. We're always going to refer to touch for our final decision. Just wait and see. You'll see at the end. It's all good. We are 3 hours down into the cook, and the internal temp of this lamb is now reading 75 degrees Celsius. So let's check on it. Oh man, look at that. It is looking magnificent. That bark has fully set. So glove up because it's time to wrap up, but not before we add something. And as you can see, I disconnected the probe from the main unit, but leave the probe in. We want to keep checking the internal temp of this when we do wrap it up. Gloves off, lid down. What I want to do before I wrap it up is I'm going to add 2 cups of beef stock. This is going to steam a little bit and just add a little bit of extra flavour to our lamb shoulder. The pan's hot, so glove up again with heat-proof gloves. And we're going to add 1 and 2 layers of flexible metal. And we can place that straight back into the barbecue. Close the lid, connect the wire back up to the thermometer, and we're going to track the internal temp until it reaches 96 degrees Celsius internally. We are another 2 hours down on the cook, and the lamb is finally reading 96 degrees internally. So, I've unplugged the cable already and we can get it out and check it. Now remember, we are only using temp and times as a guide. You have to go by feel when low and slow cooking. And always be careful when taking the foil off after cooking something low and slow. There is going to be a lot of steam and it can burn your face. That's the jiggle you want. I mean, look at how that's probing. There is no resistance whatsoever. We are ready to wrap this back up. Add a foil tray and a piece of flexible metal. Make that 2 pieces. Now I like to do it in a tray because we've created a well. You'll see why. In goes the lamb shoulder and all of that juice. We can now wrap this up. You'll need an esky. Place an old towel down the bottom, place the lamb shoulder on top of that, and place another towel on top of that. Put the lid back on, and we're going to hold that in the esky for at least 1 hour. Resting time is over, so we can get the lamb out of its tomb of towels. And let's see what we made. Take the lamb out of the flexible metal and place it into the tray. Don't discard the juice. We'll just put it aside. Now we're just going to slide the bones out. And come on, this is the bit we've all waited for. Just squish it apart. How good does that look? Slow roasted lamb shoulder. Now what you can do when you're pulling it apart, these big fatty deposits, you can get rid of them. Now we don't want to add all of the juice, but let's put some of it back in. Oh, look at that. And just mix that up. And the results, super tasty, not dry, and moist. Smart.